What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video, we're going to talk about the truth behind the current save data bug in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And I'm sorry, but here's a jump scare. A lot of you guys must be super afraid of seeing this image, or even this image. I know. I'm sorry, I should put like a warning on the front of this video here, because apparently these are the two scariest images that you can currently see in Scarlet and Violet. And I'm just going to try to calm you guys down. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to spread any fear-mongering on this. We're going to break down the truth of the matter here. And of course, guys, you like this type of content and my content in general, please subscribe if you're new, leave a like, and consider joining the Pan Fam by becoming a YouTube member. So to begin, there are two different bugs occurring, but they lead to the exact same outcome, which is why a lot of people are confused about this matter. So the first one is a save data recognition problem. So it says, save data Nintendo Switch cannot be recognized. Please turn off the system and then try again. Now, we don't know what is actually causing this issue. There is no concrete proof of what is actually causing the actual problem. There's a lot of speculation here. Same with this one. No actual proof of what is actually causing the problem. There's a lot of speculation. And this one says corrupted data was found. Now, two different bugs, and actually one of the bugs has a fix, which we will talk about later in the video, that could potentially work for you if you happen to be one of the less than 100 people who have one of the either bugs here. And that's the big thing, guys. These bugs are only affecting less than 100 people. If we go to the official Reddit thread on it, we can see, which we will go to, that less than 100 people so far has confirmed that they've had one of these bugs, which is pretty much nobody. That's like nothing. Consider this. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has sold over 20 million copies. Over 20 million copies of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet exist in the world, and less than 100 people have this. You have a better chance of winning the lottery. You have a better chance of getting struck by lightning, a better chance of being in a car accident, a better chance of being in a shark attack than getting this to happen to you. Are you living your life every day in fear of getting struck by lightning? 99.99% of people are not. So you should be okay. You can play your game. You'll be okay. You'll be fine. Enjoy your shiny hunting. Enjoy your raiding. It's most likely not going to happen to you. If it does, if you are one of those 100 people who is watching this video right now, go buy a lottery ticket. Might as well, because you clearly hit that luck there. That is much harder than getting a legitimate, shiny, authentic Sinistea. A full family getting it twice. It is easier to do that than get this bug. So I'm going to tell you, if you are one of those people, buy a lottery ticket and you won't care about your Pokemon save data when you win all that money. So the big reason why this is spreading around like crazy is a lot of YouTubers, PokeTubers, YouTubers in general, people on Twitter, they're farming this for clout. They're fear mongering. It gets clicks. It's like, it's what they're doing. And I'm not a big fan of that type of content in general. I would definitely, the whole point of this video is anti-fear mongering, because I see it in my comment section. People always ask me in my comment section, my live streams, on Twitter, Discord, and I'm just like, I don't want to, like, guys, it's chill, but like, it's, I don't know where the main source of misinformation is coming from on this, but I just want to put out a little bit of truth on the matter. Now, obviously, Austin John Plays here is pretty much the biggest Nintendo content creator, 2 million subscribers, and he did make a video on this topic yesterday, and he actually made this Twitter thread 2 days ago talking about this, or at least maybe 3 days ago at the time you're seeing this, right? And he said some facts in this thread here. So, extremely small number of players have been affected, which is true. There's really no video proof. There is photo evidence of people getting these messages, but there is no video proof. And to be fair, there is no proof of someone replicating this. No one has been able to replicate this problem, which means no one has been able to go through the exact steps that it happened to someone else and then get either one of these errors or bugs. So keep that in mind, that there is no footage of someone actually getting the problem. It's just like, here's photos of the error message, but that's it. But here's the issue with Austin here. What he says, what we think is going on. One person reported that it happened over the window, after the window of 24 hours after sending a postcard. The Pavilion went back to her base pattern. Then they transferred it again, all while in the field where they spawned. So Austin did this. He had no issue. So he couldn't replicate this problem. But the reality is, the problem is actually not Pokemon Go. Even I was saying, yeah, if you don't connect to Pokemon Go, you won't have an issue. In reality, it doesn't necessarily mean it's Pokemon Go, because some people have been getting this error or one of these errors without connecting to Pokemon Go. So I will say this, it is totally fine to connect to Pokemon Go and get your different pavilion patterns. You will be okay. Trust me, look at me, you'll be okay. Trust me, you'll be fine. You can shiny hunt them all, you can transfer your postcards, you're gonna be okay. Because it just seems like the error 100% occurred in patch 1.2.0. So if you've already updated to the latest patch, then it could have already happened to you, and if it didn't happen to you yet, then you are gonna be fine. Now, Joe Merrick of Cerebi.com, everyone knows who Joe Merrick is. He is currently shiny hunting for all the pavilions, and he's pretty much in the know of a lot of Pokemon stuff. I think he's a very trusted source, and he's been replying to people on his Twitter threads here. And he even says himself, yes, Austin John was wrong. Yeah, he got a lot wrong in there, TBH. He's predicating a lot of it being on Pavilion when we dismissed that as a notion last week. So even I fell for some sort of misinformation because I didn't even know that it was debunked last week about the Pavilion stuff. So that's how widespread and crazy this is, which is another reason why I want to bring out this video, because it's like, even I fell for it to a degree. So like, I definitely want to help some of you guys figure that out too. So it's not just Pavilion, it's not just Pokemon Go, as Joe Merrick has figured out himself. And he also says, like, it's not really risking my save file more than any other video game out there in the market, which he's not even wrong about that, because the odds are so low. And like, this does happen in video games. This is not a rare thing that happens in games, losing your save data. Like, this has been a thing throughout the gaming industry. Yeah, like, the only reason why this is so blown up is because, let's be real, everyone has a hate boner for Pokemon, and sometimes it's deserved, sometimes it's not deserved. But the reality is, like, if this was thousands of people, then like, okay, like, well deserved. The fact that this is like less than 100 people talking about this, then yeah, like, or where it actually happened to, then yeah, like, this is just fear mongering. And once again, Joe says it's not connected to Pavilion. People are reporting it's happening to them without connecting to Go. But we have no new reports in a week, so I don't know what's going on there. Now, there is a new patch coming, which is sort of irrelevant to this whole video, but there is a new patch coming at the end of April, trying to fix the Walking Awakened Iron Leaves egg problem, right? So at least Game Freak is working on patches to fix game-breaking problems. Maybe this patch could fix this potential issue. But like I said, the fact that no one can replicate it means that it's going to be super hard for them to fix. Hopefully they do fix it for those few people, and hopefully they can recover those saves that have been lost. Sort of doubt it, but, we'll see. I want to be a little bit optimistic, but at the very least, they are working on trying to improving the game in some way, shape, and form. Now, to break down the status of these two bugs right here, we're going to be on the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet subreddit on reddit.com. If you don't know what that is, just go Google it, and you can see this mega thread at the top of the subreddit here. Because a lot of people are complaining about it, because there is a lot of fear, a lot of panic in the community. So they felt like they had to make a mega thread that they published 1 day ago when I am recording this video. So yes, there are two different bugs, and they are apparently not related. So the two bugs are completely two separate issues. Now, the first one is the save data not recognized. Now, this, I will say, is the scarier of the two, as there is no current fix for this one at all. And there are a couple of posts of people originally talking about it. It looks like we have about 3 different threads on it originally, which is still not a lot of people, not a lot of widespreadness on this in general. But the problem is no access to the save file, and there's potential loss of the entire save. We do not know the cause yet. This is why Austin John was wrong, saying, oh, it's Pavilion. No, it could be DLC. It could be the latest patch update. It could be linking your Pogo account. But the reality is, people have gotten this issue from doing various things. So who really knows? Now, if you happen to have this bug, what can you do about it? Nothing. You can't do anything about it. But I would suggest not to delete your save or delete the game and your save off your system, because if there is a patch that comes out to restore this problem, then you don't have a save. Because unfortunately, there is no way to back up a save file in the Nintendo Switch Cloud for Pokemon games in general, and that'll be our next topic. So the other issue is save data corrupted. So there is an official fix for this one. So if you happen to see this screen, you actually may be in luck here, right? So there was once again a couple people, only 3 posts here, but there was a fix thread, and we can actually go to the fix here. I have found 2-part support articles for Nintendo to address the corrupted data. Step 1 involves having both latest updates for Switch and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, so making sure your Switch is up to date and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is up to date, and using the system's checks for corrupted save tool. And if it works, then you're good to go. And there is a separate thread for that right over here. If you want to follow the steps here, this may actually save your game. So hopefully, you know, if you have this error, this will save it for you. And that's going to remove about half the people getting the problems in general. So let's say we're from 100 people now to 50 people, right? So the problem is even not as bad as people were even saying in the first place right there. Now, the real kicker here, and what people should actually be mad at, which it's sort of annoying that people are mad at this bug existing, but what affects every single one of us as Pokemon players, at least ones who pay for Nintendo Switch Online, which is nearly most of the Nintendo Switch user base. Let's be real, it's only $20 a year. It's super cheap. The fact that no Pokemon games support cloud save. Now, what is cloud saving if you don't know? Cloud saving is an online feature where if you are online and you save your game goes up to the Nintendo cloud servers, and it's like a backup copy. So if you ever wanted to like pull the save from the cloud, you could just do that. So let's say your save got corrupted. Okay, well, my save got corrupted. Okay, I'm just gonna pull down the save from the cloud, and oh, I got my save again. We're good to go. They don't allow that for any Pokemon games, which is very unfortunate. I think that's really lame because we pay for it. We literally pay for this feature that they don't allow us to use, which I think is complete bullshit. That is bullshit, straight up. I don't care about cloning dupe Pokemon. Let's be real. People are going to do it no matter what. You can't stop those people. It's totally fine. Who cares? I think protecting our save data is way more important in general, especially because like there is no restrictions on PlayStation because PlayStation's had cloud saves. Xbox has cloud saves. Steam has cloud saves. Like as an example, hey, I beat Elden Ring. I did my 100% playthrough and I wanted to get all the trophies. So I just, you know, got my cloud save, put it up there, download it, did all the different endings on the same file. You know, that doesn't hurt anyone. It's fine. It's totally like whatever. Why can't Nintendo just stop being an ancient dinosaur and just let us do it? And it's not even Nintendo. I guess like technically it is Nintendo because they own 32% of Pokemon Company, but it was like, just let us do it for Pokemon. That's just like the biggest problem. It is unacceptable that we cannot have cloud saves and backup saves for our Pokemon games, especially because Pokemon is probably like the #1 franchise on the Nintendo Switch that probably has the longest amount of playtime as a game series. Because Pokemon saves, like, you just don't beat Pokemon and drop it. Like, a lot of people shiny hunt. A lot of people play competitive. A lot of people have raids. There is a lot of post-game content in that way, where it's like, a lot of people have 200-hour plus saves. Hell, I have like a 500-hour save already on Scarlet and Violet, and that's crazy. And that's only going to go further up and up. So yeah, let us protect our save data. We already pay for it. And I mean, I guess if Pokemon Home was already out, it would have been a little bit better, because at least we would have been able to transfer our Pokemon to Home. But even then, like, that doesn't prevent this error at all. It doesn't protect your save. And Pokemon Home, yes, is free for one box, but you do have to pay an additional fee for everything else. Sort of lame, honestly. I do think it is pretty lame that we do have to pay for something like that, and we don't even get cloud saves when we do pay for that. So, you know, that's my main sticking point on this video. And if you just watch to the end, here's the lowdown. Don't be afraid. It's okay. You'll be fine. It's not going to hurt you. Play Pokemon, have a good time, and enjoy your weekend with that. They'll eventually fix it for those people, I hope. Like I said, it's going to be like 100 people. And, you know, they should allow us to have cloud saves in general for Pokemon. Well, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time for more Pokemon action. Peace out, and have a great one.